Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'm glad to have you here. Now, today we're going to discuss a topic that we hear really often, and it's about eating late at night and if that's bad for you. Now, before we get into this, I'm going to say if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and if you enjoy this video, please click the like button. It helps me fight that YouTube algorithm. Now to the content. I know this video topic is going to be something people already have a preconceived notion on. I'm going to ask you to try to hang with me, stay tuned to the end so you can hear each point and make sure you can make a more informed decision. Now, I source all of the studies in the description, so if you are interested in reading some of the things I state and some of the things I bring up, feel free to drop down and read some of that. So let's first get into one of the main concepts I think we need to understand. Now, the first point I want to touch on is energy consumption. When we eat food, we're just consuming energy. 1 calorie is equal to 1 calorie of energy, regardless of the time of day you eat. But is the energy ratio the same when we're awake or when we're sleeping? And if so, that might make sense on why people think that it's bad to consume food before we go to sleep or late at night. The second topic has more to do with the food we take in and the choices we make later at night. Now, that might have some merit to people making worse choices at night. We're going to discuss that. So let's first get into that energy topic. A common measurement in exercise science is BMR, which is basal metabolic rate. This is essentially just sitting here like this, breathing, letting your heart beat, letting your body do all that weird body stuff that it does. If we were asleep and our energy levels drastically dropped below our BMR, you might have some ground to stand on here. And eating late at night might be able to be understood why it's a bad concept. Well, a study that looked at this was able to state the following. During the night, the average rate of energy expenditure from the time the subject went to bed until the time they woke up in the morning was within 0.1%, plus or minus 1.9% of the BMR. And in their conclusion, they claimed overnight metabolic rate and BMR are equivalent. So that idea really doesn't stand up, and we're seeing that 1 calorie is equivalent to 1 calorie, regardless of if we're awake or if we're asleep. This next concept might have to do with a little bit more on why people think that eating late at night is bad for you. A 2015 study was able to show the following. Eating closer to sleep onset were associated with greater calorie intakes. Surveys that looked into food choices late at night seem to point out people make worse choices later at night, also including alcohol, which can have its own effects. Now, I actually plan to do a whole video on alcohol, but to kind of quickly sum that up, when we consume too much alcohol, it gets prioritized as an energy substrate, and those other substrates just get stored. Another layer of this has to do with the psychological effects when overeating at night. There's a level of guilt that's associated with this. When people know they're making poor choices, that can increase stress levels. When we have increased stress levels, this can make it more difficult to lose weight. And here we end up in a negative feedback loop where it's getting harder and harder to lose the weight. A study I cited ended up looking at when people made healthier food choices at night, how that affected their following morning. It ended up showing that it led to improved metabolism and to better satiety the next morning. I think at the end of the day here, we really need to understand the calories in and calories out. Energy is energy. If we're over-consuming calories, we're going to be increasing weight. If you find eating late at night makes it hard for you to lose weight, well then don't eat late at night. I think the most important thing here is to find something that you can be adherent to and stick to that program. Adherence is probably one of the most challenging things for people, so if you find eating smaller meals throughout the day, eating bigger meals, whatever works for you to lose weight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Click the like and subscribe button if you're not already, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions you want answered, drop them in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.